Hey, you guys. So I wanted to hop on here real quick. Sorry, I have a cold and I just got out of the shower. But I know back in October of 2016, I believe, I came out with my story about depression, how I've struggled for 13 years with depression, and how I managed to fight depression. And, it's never something that you're cured from. It's always a constant day in and day out battle. You may be doing good for a whole year and then all of a sudden something happens and you take a down spiral. It's something that unless you have dealt with it, clinical depression, you have no idea about. And so people should not judge and make assumptions and say, well, if they just lived this way, then they wouldn't be depressed. Again, unless you've dealt with it, you have no clue what type of beast it is. I know people say FUCK cancer. Well, I could say the same about depression. And fortunately for me, I have been good to go before I posted that last video. But yeah, it's a huge problem. I worked in the medical field for probably 9 years, and I had to ask people for their medication list. With that, I would say about 80% of the patients were on antidepressant medication, anti-anxiety medication, and why that is, I don't know. I think there's a lot of factors leading to that. I think social media is a huge part of it. Unfortunately, it's a great thing, but it's also a terrible thing if you are dealing with self-confidence and depression and any type of mental illness. Social media can be a deadly beast. It really can. So I kind of want to just tell you guys, I know that a lot of you watching, a lot of you see, that I'm in shape and that I seem to have it all together, and I'm living by one hairpin or whatever the saying is. I mean, I'm flying by the seat of my pants every day, every second of the day. But through the years of my depression, I really feel that what has helped me is a number of things, but I want to tell you the few things that I find, even to this day, I make sure that I do to ensure that I do not take that plunge again into that down spiral of depression. So, first things first, I looked into my life, and every single friend of mine or friend, acquaintance, person in my life that was a Debbie Downer, that, was the type of person, misery loves company, oh my God, my life is just terrible. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This could go wrong. I'm sorry, they may be a good person, but you are bringing me down every time I communicate with you. So I have to let you go. You guys have to be willing to let the Debbie Downers go, because misery does love company. And once you hear the negativity over and over and over again, you are going to be sucked down into that dark abyss quicker than you think. Okay. So first things first, I got rid of all the Debbie Downers, and I'm sorry if you're, questioning why I don't talk to you anymore. Well, you have something else that you need to deal with, and I got a lot of stuff going on in my life too, so I just don't have time for it. Number two, if I know that on social media there is someone or multiple people that when I look on their account or when I look through their photos, I physically feel depressed about my life, or I question, am I up to par, or why can't I be more like them? Because we know on social media, we are following people all the time, even people we have never met and will never meet. And when we do that, and everything looks so hunky-dory on Facebook, we all put all the good stuff out there. Well, if I know that someone that I'm looking at constantly is bringing me down, I will not look at their stuff. If I can't have that self-control of not looking, then I will physically unfollow them, because it is not bringing good to my life. Okay, so I've done that. Even in the past couple days, I have unfollowed people, and I'm sorry. Luckily, they don't know that I've unfollowed them, but it's not bringing good to me. They are doing good for themselves, great, but it's not making me feel happy as a person. So I stopped looking at that stuff. Hey, Ange. Someone say something. I feel alone in this video. Come on. I know I got my bra out and I'm looking a wet mess and I'm making sure Presley doesn't wake up. But, okay. So, back to the social media thing. Stop following people that make you feel crappy about your situation in your life, because who cares? Let them live their happy life or their happy life, and you live yours, okay? But you don't have to constantly see all of that. Now, with that being said, I've had people that reach out to me, and thank you, Crystal. You're amazing too. We need to get together, girl, Melissa. So, with that said, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and they're like, Sarah, because you're so fit and you're so motivated, I feel shitty about my life. So I actually questioned unfollowing you and blocking you. And you know what? If that's what you need to do, please unfollow me. Like, I am telling you right now, if watching my stuff does not motivate you, because that is the goal here with my videos and my life, I'm trying to bring good to people and bring happiness to people through health and wellness. If I am not doing that for you, please click the unfollow, the block, whatever you have to do, because I need you to do what's best for you. I think we question that too much. We know what's best for us. We know what's going to make us happy, but we look to the other person and we are going to feel bad if we do that, if we block them, if we exclude them from things. But if it's the best for your well-being, you need to do it, okay? So yeah, the social media thing is a huge, huge, huge problem when it comes to depression, because everyone's putting all the great stuff out there. You need to start unfollowing. You really do. I hate to say it. And don't worry about what anyone has to say about that. You're going to have a lot of people in life that are pissed at you, that don't understand why you're not talking to them anymore, but you know what's best for you. Okay, moving out of social media onto things like radio, television. I make it a point that if there is a slow song on the radio, because I go through in waves. If I'm like at a really happy, really, really positive point in my life where nothing is going to break me, I can listen to sad songs and sing along and, because I love my country music and I can just love every second of those sad songs, whether it's a love story, a loss, whatever. But typically, if I hear a sad song and it's like a love story or anything like that, I will turn that shit off. I am sorry. I will turn it off so quick because it is going to bring me down. It is going to make me sad that I'm not married, that I have not found this incredible thing in life that everyone else has found. But you know what? Going back to the social media thing, almost everyone out there is struggling, regardless of their situation and how good they put it out there. A lot of people, I'd say probably 90% of people are struggling in one way or another. So I turn that shit off. I do. Pardon my language, but that's what you got to do. You hear that sad song, it's going to bring your mood down. It's going to make you question things in your life. You turn that station faster than you can say it. Same thing with television. I mean, I know there are some good chick flicks and some things out there that are going to make you cry, and it's a good cry. Okay, well, I don't know if crying is good if it's not bringing you like a good mental clarity. You know what I'm saying? So turn that shit off. Put a comedy on. I have friends going on my Netflix every single day because that makes me laugh. It's reruns over and over. I know exactly what they're going to say. And again, my hair is just atrocious, but who cares? Happiness comes from laughter, okay? So whatever's going to make you laugh and not cry is what you got to do. Now, sorry, my thoughts are kind of jumbling. But, Brandon, how are you? Your kiddos are just so adorable. Christina, where have you been? My sweetness, we need to exercise. I don't know if you're still with Eric, but we need to share the love again. Yes, so with the social media thing, okay, now I think I'm going to lose a lot of people here because I try not to do this. I don't know if I've really done this other than putting on there please, prayers. I really don't even do that very often. I try to keep my private life, somewhat to a minimum out there. But those people that get on social media and they air out their dirty laundry. And if they don't air out their dirty laundry, then they get on there and they say, something like, I am just needing everyone's prayers, and I'm just struggling today, and I'm doing this, that, and the other. And so with that, of course, your loved ones, your friends, your family are all going to post on there, I'm so sorry, I'm here for you, whatever you need. But, and I get that that's a nice thing. That is what you should do as a good human being. Be there for your loved ones, your friends, your family. Because I am there for my clients. I mean, you guys, 95% of my clients are dealing with a mental illness. And I think that's why we connect so well, because I'm going through the same thing, But when you put out there something like that, you're getting all of these comments, and it is just rehashing and reiterating the fact that you are down, and the fact that you are struggling, and the fact that you are depressed. So, it's just bringing all that negativity back, although it's, people are saying it to you because they're trying to help and they're trying to be there for you. Reading all of the comments is just prolonging that depression or that bad day or that bad situation, because look at the 30 people that commented. And even though I am feeling a little bit better because it's 5 hours after the fact, I'm going to go back on my Facebook and I'm going to check all of the messages that people commented. And now I kind of feel shitty again about my situation, because I was doing good because I walked outside and there was sunshine and everything made me feel a little bit better. But now that I'm reading all of the comments and all my loved ones and all of their support, I'm going to feel shitty about my situation again. That's kind of the take that I put on it, because again, misery loves company. When you put it out there, then you have other people that are like, oh, I'm struggling too. And then you feel like you got to reach back out to them and make sure they're doing okay. So again, I don't want to make it seem like you have to be so selfish in your struggle, but it is a personal thing, and you have to do what's best for your mental wellness. And that has nothing to do with anyone else, okay? So through life, through maturity, you realize what is best for you, and everything else can fall to the wayside, because unless you are mentally well, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. You can have a six-pack every second of the day, 365. You can have the boyfriend, the husband, the amazing kids, the perfection, the skin flawless, the hair, I got all the extensions, my lashes look great, my nails look great. It does not mean that you are well up here. It does not. So, do what's best for you, and I gotta go because my little sweet pea is waking up. Yay, and if nothing else, she brings me all the joy and happiness in the world, so everything else does not matter. But before I get emotional, I'm gonna let you guys go, and again, do what's best for, and forget all the rest. Have a good day.